What's up, my cannonballs? We're back for a short, quick second. I promise you guys. I promise you. I promise you. I promise you. Oh my goodness. When you have to work with people that's kind of like at odds at certain points, it's just like, man, can y'all just come and get together? Just come together, really. Come together and let's just get certain things out the way. You know, it's like you gotta pick one, choose one. You gotta pick one, choose one. And it's something how you can be in a situation where it's helping you, but at the same time, you may want to just leave. But you know, if you do leave, you may struggle even harder, and that's the problem right there when it comes to certain people and situations. Like the one that I'm not in that one, but I just know people that I know a few people that are in situations like right now. hmm And they have the options to do things. They have the options to go here and go there. But if they do decide um, to leave, things would be harder. But my thing is, if you know that you need you know the help, if you know that you need some help, why make it? Well, I would say why throw all the help off on the people that's underneath your roof? I think that's not it's not okay in my eyes. I feel like sometimes we have to, take loads off of our plates, you know? Take loads off of our plates. Because, I could easily choose to do something totally different, but I know that when people need you, they need you. And I can't I'm not going to be selfish and just be like, I'm finna abandon every person that need my help. I just can't do that. Now, in other cases, people that are under me and they are, they're young, well, I'll say younger, they have the options to do that, but they can also go out there and, roam and noodle up a night or two, because it's going to be really tough out there. And I think that, these individuals are being very, very strong. And they really are trying to do the best that they can do, to be really, really, what all they can really be, you know, and do. Because it's not easy, you know. I really do wish sometimes people can see it from both sides. And when you have people that's older than you and they know more than you, they don't really they see your way, but they don't really see it all the way. And that's gonna have to change because that can really break up, you know, a unit. It can cause division in the camp, especially in the family camp, and it would just be like a bad. I mean, I would say a good relationship gone bad, you know. And I don't want that for these people. I really don't. You know, I really don't. If I can hold on and still be there for ones that are doing certain things for me, I think they can do it too. But I also have to think about like they are young and they want to be doing more they want to be doing other things than what they are doing. But right now, their options are a little bit limited because there's a few circumstances that's in the way, and it's a little complicated right now. But I'm just gonna have to continue to just pray, cause some days it's really really hard. I ain't gonna lie to you. Some days it's really really hard, and some days it can be easy. If you ask me, I would say a lot of people just want to do something. They really want change. They won't change. People get tired of the same old thing. You know, hell, I won't change. I want to change right now. I kind of feel like I'm being forced to change, but I can't change because I know people need me. It's so many folks out here that wants me to do this and do that. Hell, I can do it, But hell, who's gonna be coming through for you like how I do it? You know, who's gonna be really really coming through? And that's why I was saying about these other individuals. You know, they got options, but they gotta be smart about those options. You know, they gotta be smart. They gotta be smart, and I commend them, cause I'm not gonna even lie to you. You know, being in your 20s and you having to do things that you normally would not do, you know, when it comes to certain things, or if you have been doing those things all the way up to your 20s, you know, at some point you want to elevate and do something totally different, you know? And that's all it really is. That's all it really is. So, you know, a lot of these individuals want to grow. They don't want to be stagnant. Hell, I was in stagnant for years. And hell, partially I still am. Man, I'm not ashamed of it. It is what it is. I'm making it happen for myself. I'm not on here begging for money. I don't have to do that. And I wouldn't do that because my pride is too high for that. I know how to get off my butt and make it happen for myself, you know. But I just wish people can see both sides. Cause it seems like when I try to help and give my take or my opinion about something, it seems like the older adult don't like it. But I just gotta be honest, you know. I'm not being disrespectful. I just gotta be honest and let it be heard and let it be told in a certain way, in a respectful way, so we can have some understanding. I don't like being put in the middle of when individuals are not, you know, seeing eye to eye. That makes me uncomfortable because I don't want people thinking I'm being fake at all. You know, like I always say, I see it from both standpoints. I really do. But you know, anytime I say it like that, folks be like, "Oh my goodness, you're taking their side." No, I'm not taking their side. I'm not taking nobody's side. I'm neutral. I'm neutral. I just want the best. You know, you know, for people that's in this situation, you know, right now for the time being, just want the best. I get tired of hearing the same thing every week. Every week it's the same thing. Every week. I just want things to be, you know, on one accord. On one accord. Like I was telling this older person today, they have options, and they are going to take them, but they're going to take them options up. You know, they're gonna you know start using look that pen, them phones and them applications. You know, when it comes to them applications, they're gonna be filling them out. And I wish they'll get the job. You know, I'd rather them get the job than be doing what they are doing now. You know, because they are girls and you know, they just they're not like men. I can see if it was two men, you know, doing what they are doing, but they are two females, and I think I think certain jobs, and I would say this when it comes to younger females, they they want to do certain things in certain areas, and when it comes to a job, and I think when it comes to other you know jobs that are a little bit more so for a man to do, then you know that's where that the conflict starts to play, and people want to try to say, oh well, you don't want to help me. No, I don't think that they want to help you. It's just they've been doing it from here, there, and up to now. You know, and it's just really all about elevation. That's it. That's it. Elevating, elevating, and I want people to elevate. I just want folks to elevate. That's it. That's it. But you know, in due time, hopefully things will change. Hopefully things will change. You know, hopefully some things will change, and you know, things won't be like the way they are now. 'Cause I can't really just go into details about a lot of things, but you know, hopefully things that you know, something will give. Something gotta give. You know, something gotta give. Cause I don't want this stuff to be my life. I don't want to be, you know, doing what I'm doing now 10 years from now, who wants to be doing that? It's like all your goals, or all of what you want to do, you can't, are you going to be able to really fulfill that? I ain't gonna lie to you. I had a plan, but my plan is going to be changing fast. It's going to be changing soon, and I don't want it to change soon. I feel like my plan is it's almost like I'm being forced into really getting back into the field of what really, yeah, getting back into the field of what I want to do. Because people are just forcing me, telling me about the future. Honestly, whatever happens when it comes to those system, in the system, and that little help that we may be getting, okay. It doesn't mean that it's going to be difficult to find work. Everybody has work out there for somebody to do. Honestly, they do. They really do. They really do. But I'm just keeping my faith. I gotta keep my faith so I will know that I'm gonna make it through whatever I'm going through, and whoever else is going through with me, because I want us to all be on one accord, and I want us to all be, you know, somewhat of staying afloat and just blessed and not asking nobody for nothing. Don't have I don't want to ever have to ask somebody for too much of nothing, because I don't need that to be really thrown back in my face. I ain't gonna lie to you. I will go without. You won't even know. No one will even know. You know, if something traumatic has happened. Not unless if I say anything. No one would know. You know why? Because I will get off my behind and I would just try to find a way, the best way I know how. The best way I know how. But yeah, I know I'm just a little bit all over the place, but sometimes you just have to get it out. You have to get it out. And I hope everything goes well for the following, weeks. I'm still a little mad because I don't. Um, I have to do some things, and I wanted to spend some time with my grandpa for his birthday, but I can't. But I gotta make it up in advance. So we're gonna be celebrating his birthday early. Okay, so he can never say I didn't think about him. I don't know if I should give him a cake, but he don't eat no sweets. I think I'm gonna just give him some fruit. Give him some fruit. Yeah, you got to look. I'll make you a fruit cake. I ain't gonna lie, I'll make you a cake out of fruit real quick. Mm-hmm. Hell, we trying to live. We trying to live. We trying to live and be around here for a little longer than what people intended on, and what they are intending on. Us being around. It's all about changing the diet up. So that's what we're gonna be doing. We're gonna have us a few. We're gonna have some fruit cake. We're gonna have some maybe a beer or two. And maybe some wine. I may give him a little small little bottle. I don't know. I don't think he will. He probably already had that because he had friends too. His friends, they bring him over liquor. They bring him over liquor. So I'm not gonna bring too much. I'm just gonna bring enough, just for the time being. That's it. But on that note, you guys, the mosquitoes are eating me up. I need to go wash off, and I will chat with you guys later on. And y'all be blessed and not stressed. And let me tell you like this, you guys. If you ever go into business with your friends, your family, don't mind being honest. Look, tell the truth. Be honest. Look, I don't mind being honest. I'd rather be honest with you than be all hype and puffy and mad and holding animosity. Mm-mm. Tell these people. Tell them so it can be an understanding. So you won't be feeling like, ooh, I'm walking on eggshells. No. So you don't have to feel like you're walking on eggshells. All you gotta do is just speak up and just be honest. But you gotta say it in a certain type of way, in a respectful way. On that note, you guys, I'm out of here. Ooh, mosquitoes are eating me up. And I'm finna get into bed. I didn't get a chance to finish my wings and my pizza, but I'm gonna finish that later on. Ain't that crazy? I got that maybe Sunday. No, it wasn't Monday. I think it was Monday. It was Monday or Sunday, one of the two. I forgot. I think it was Sunday. No, it was Monday, I believe. It may have been Monday. But yeah. Look, I know I'm not supposed to be doing that. I'm supposed to, demolish it. They say you're not supposed to be eating old food like that. But I don't mind shit. I don't waste food. I'm gonna eat me some chicken wings and eat my pizza and take my happy-go-lucky butt to bed. I wanted to go get me a Coke, but I'm gonna wait on that. I'm gonna wait on that. All right, you guys. I'm up on out of here. Peace.